Hi Steve, Woody here from Online Mastery, and this website review is for the website stephenhaggerty.com. Now, I've spoken to Stephen and he is looking for a review of his website, and so I'm just going to look at this from two perspectives. One is the perspective of a potential customer when I land on this website, somebody who doesn't know Stephen, and the second is as maybe someone who's advising Stephen on things that he can do to help for the business side of things, looking at how to increase profits. The two things that I really focus on is how to attract traffic to the website, and when that traffic hits the website, how do you convert that traffic? And that's what we're going to go through here. So the first thing that I noticed is obviously it's stephenhaggerty.com, so it is a personal domain name. Now I would always say if you've got a business, the business should be the business and the person should be the person. Nothing wrong with building up a business and a person, but always be careful about building up your own name. And the reason I say that right now is because you fall into a trap right now. You're trying to attract people, but you're promoting yourself. And now this can't be about you. If you're trying to sell something to somebody, it should really be about them. So the idea here is that when someone lands on this site, I would want it to be about them, because I can see that you're an empowerment coach, and so you empower people. And so if I'm interested in your services as a coach, what am I going to get out of it? Like your website, and I mean this with respect, your website is not about you. It's about the people that you are selling to, and it's about them. And so that's why when you use a personal domain, it makes it a little bit challenging to do that. What I'd also say is that if this is a personal domain, I want to see a picture of you here. If this is about you, I want to see you. I want to know who you are. And I don't get that here. There's a sort of a dark picture. I know you're down here. I get that. But only 1 in 4 people are actually going to scroll down. Most people will interact at this stage. And so I don't really like the idea of the home. What I would really like is you to take this top section here and put that here. So I'm an empowerment coach, speaker and entrepreneur. It's my mission to inspire, motivate and propel people forward into a successful mindset. So, I mean, if that's what you're doing, that's great, but then you really want to be focusing on that, and people need to understand that that is what you do. That needs to be the first thing. They need to see that before they see your name. Right? They need to see this. This needs to be what they see first, because this is about them. Okay? So you need to do that. And that's what I would focus on. I would make it more about, I mean, I'm going to give you an example. We're going to look at Mike Dillard. No, let's actually look at, not that. Let's look at Mike's actual site. Sorry, bear with me a sec. Because he's a very well-known entrepreneur. And one of the things when you look at his website, the first thing he does, build your business, build your wealth, live your dream. It's you. It's what you get. Okay, and it's got a nice headline. It tells you what you get. Free lesson, the real truth about generating leads and sales online. Watch it now. Okay, even though this is his personal website and there's a picture of him, it's still, the messaging is all about you, what you're getting. Live your dream. Not I live my dream or I want to help you live your dream. It's live your dream. It's about you. There's nothing about Mike here. It's all about you. And so I'm giving you that as an example because here, this is really, it's all about you. My name is I am, I do, I, and it needs to be about me. Like, what am I going to get? So that would be the first thing. And also, there's no call to action. There's no picture of you here. And I'd really want to see that as a really good way to engage first and foremost. As I scroll down, again, there's no engagement here. I'd want a call to action. Like, it says click here, but that is really weak. It almost looks like part of the text. I would want a button that looks like this down here. Something that's a different color that stands out. Like, this color's nice, but I'd have it as an actual button. There's a great book by a gentleman called Steve Krug. It's called Don't Make Me Think. And in it, it tells you that every time someone has to think, they're less likely to take action. And so, is this a button? Can I click here? What do I do? Is this for me? Who are you? All of these are opportunities for people to leave your site. And so I'd really want to make sure that you connect with people. First of all, that you hook them in here, that this is for them, so that they continue reading, so they can learn a little bit more about you and how you can help them, and then get them to take action. Another thing here is that this says, like, this is another thing. To get the latest updates, follow me. Now, just by hovering over this, it looks like I can interact with it, but I can't. In fact, the things that I can interact with underneath are really small. So this is really big. Attracting me to it. It looks like I can do something to it, but I can't. I'm either going to think it's broken or I'm going to skip and miss the things below it. So just maybe like you make this a bit smaller and make these the focal point. Maybe make these twice the size. Make this maybe a quarter of the size. And just little things like that. Little tweaks that you can make that are going to make a big difference. Put a call to action. Make this about them. Definitely put your picture up here. And that'll be a good starting point for you. I think that there are other things that I can check out, and I haven't looked at the other pages. Maybe look at one of these quickly, but These should be obviously the landing pages that, again, should focus on the person. But again, having a home business coach in here, Stephen Haggerty, like, respectfully, and I mean this with respect, I don't care about you. I want to know what's in it for me. Specifically now, because I'm looking at business coaching. So this should be all about me. This should be all about what I need, what I'm going to get, my pain, my problem, my solution. This needs to hook me in. Your name here doesn't matter. And I mean that with the total respect that I understand that this is your website. But now this is about me. This is about me getting business coaching. There's no call to action. There's nothing for me to do here. There's no way for me to interact with you. I'm not seeing it. So yeah, there's like sites like this work. I get it. But for me, what I would want to see here as a person coming to your site looking to possibly interact with you is, what am I going to get and how do I take the next step? So just consider going through every page on your website and looking at that and how you can implement those questions. That would be something that I would definitely do to increase your conversions. Also, I can see you're not tracking any Facebook pixels. There's nothing really in terms of... you've got a stat counter on your site, I get that, but get Google Analytics. You know, there's a lot of things that you can have on your site to monitor your traffic. You're not doing any of that. So I'd highly recommend getting Google Analytics and anything else you can get on here to monitor how people are interacting with the site. Hope that helps, and I'll speak to you soon.